Hello viola players, we are going to talk about Andantino in your Suzuki book. So Andantino works on our G string notes and has a lot of good workouts for our fourth finger. So we're going to start right off the bat, making sure that we have a good position to reach that fourth finger D on our G string. So I'm going to start on my second finger B on my G string, like so. And then walk up. So I'm going to go B, C, fourth finger D. Let's do that together. Ready? Go. And if you're having trouble reaching that fourth finger, you might know the drill by now. Swing that elbow around. Let's try again. Ready? Go. And you want to have that ring pretty well, just like your open D would. Okay, so those are actually the first three notes of Andantino. They have a slightly different rhythm, so let's talk about that rhythm. I am bowing on my G string, so my elbow is the correct height. It's not sagging down low, but it's also not like super crazy high either. So I've set my bow on my G string, and my first rhythm is kind of a reverse run pony jump pony. So let's try that rhythm. Ready, go. Do-day-do, do-day-do. One more time. And then in the second measure we have do-day-do, half note. Okay, so in order to have enough bow for that half note, which very cruelly falls on an up bow, we need to make sure we get to the tip on our quarter note, like so. See that? I got all the way to the tip. Do-day-do, do. Let's try that. Ready, go. Okay, and I haven't really talked about the bow stroke that I'm doing. It's very separated. The word for that is staccato. And if you see those little dots in your music, that's what those are telling me to do. They're telling me to play in a very short staccato style. So I'm going to play the first two measures of Andantino. You're going to see that fourth finger, and you're going to see my bow distribution, how much bow I'm using for each note. Starting on my second finger. So I'll go about this speed. Do-day-do, do-day-do. And you may need to go slower when you're first learning. That's okay. So I'm going to start on that second finger and do that 2 more times. 1, 2, ready, go. And let's do that one more. Ready, go. And if I continue on in the line, my notes change, but my bowing pattern remains the same. I'm going to play line 1 again and go on to line 2. And you'll notice some similarities and a difference between line 1 and line 2. 1, 2, here I go. Line 2. So notice just the last measure is different. It goes down to the G string. Rhythm remains the same. That same bowing pattern. So as long as you're thinking about how much bow you're using, you should be successful in your rhythm. Okay, so this song has a structure very similar to Long, Long Ago, where the third line is the different line, but also has some similarities to Allegro in how you play that third line. So here's the third line of Andantino. So like Allegro, the third line is going to have a different style. A smooth, and the word for that is legato style. Also like Allegro, it has a ritardando at the end where you slow down, so you add some kind of drama as you go into the next line. The only thing to check out that's, well, there's two things actually. It's our rhythm again. Only smooth. Do, day, do, do. So let's do those first two measures of the third line to make sure that rhythm is just as solid when it is in a legato style. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, and then going on, we have fourth fingers going down at our scale. So swing that elbow. So I'm going to start from that third line again and then transition into the fourth line. Fourth line is the same pitch-wise as the second line. And then there's just a little mark at the end that I will bring your attention to when we get there. So this is the third and fourth lines. 1, 2, ready, go. Slow down. Dramatic pause. The end. So when I start the fourth line, that tempo marking means go back to the same speed you were playing before. And then there's a little thing that looks like an eyeball over the bar line between the last two measures, and that's called a fermata. If that was over a note, that'd mean you hold it for a long time. If it's over nothing, then in this case, it would be a dramatic pause. So that last line. What's going to happen next? You're going to finish the song. And that is Andantino on viola.